Okay, we're recording. So welcome to our multi-region team empowerment call tonight. I'm excited tonight because we have in qual for area manager, Miss Jamie McKnight, going to join us first with sharing her iStory. So Jamie, give me 1 second. I want to mute everybody.
Okay.
So let me see, participants, mute all. Okay, Jamie, can you unmute yourself?
Yep.
Okay, girlie, take it away.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Jamie McKnight. I'm an executive district manager with Arbonne International. I'm also an elementary school teacher, a wife, a mom, and a parent volunteer extraordinaire. Yes, I say yes to everything. I'm a yes man. I found Arbonne at my local YMCA when I met the fabulous Danielle Piper, who just introduced me. She was offering homemade protein bars to some of the staff as a thank you for letting her share some products. I was hungry after my Zumba class, and she offered me one, and I tried it, and it was delicious. So it was just the right time for me to jump in with just using new nutrition products because I was excited to try protein shakes. Initially, I didn't want to do network marketing when Danielle approached me about it. I was very reluctant because I already had a network marketing business once. It didn't pan out for me. It wasn't something that I loved, and it just didn't find success with it. I was worried I wouldn't be successful. I was worried I didn't know enough people. That's kind of why my other business fizzled out. I didn't know how to reach out to new people, and I didn't know what people would think about me. However, I did love the shakes and the fizz and Arbonne's ingredient policy as a whole. Danielle continued to stick with me even though I had said no. So I wanted to continue using Arbonne products at a discount, so I finally decided to dip my feet in slowly. However, a close friend joined my team the day after my launch, and the following month, a friend of hers joined her team, which is also my team, and the three of us have been able to build our businesses together, which has been amazing because now we're all fabulous friends. I'm excited to continue to help people through my Arbonne business, whether it's with health and wellness products or the business that might, the hope that the business might allow for them. I strive to grow my business so that hopefully soon my husband can retire from the Army Reserves after 22 years of serving and just work his civilian job. So thank you. That's my story.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Next for training tonight, I'm excited to have Area Manager Sarah Pace. So Sarah, please unmute yourself and take it away.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. So I decided to train on Mel Robbins at GTC because I haven't finished the book all the way. So, and as you all know, I wasn't able to attend GTC this year. So I really wanted to hear her training, and Danielle was like, you have to listen to it. You have to listen to it. So this, I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to train on that. And I listened to it, and I think I've listened to it 3 times now. So she was just an amazing speaker. Obviously, those of you that were there found that out. So in the beginning, she said, in order to get what you want, you have to change. And that really stood out for me. The big word was change. And for me right now, I've kind of been lax in my business, and I know I need some change. So she asked the question, what do you really want? And we all joined this business with either one why or a bunch of whys, and we've all added to our whys. I know I've added to my whys since I've started this business, and it's all about, what do we really want? What do we want for our family? What do we want for ourselves? What do we want for our community? What are your whys? And that's why we do what we do with this business. And she said that change comes down to a choice, and it's not a big choice. And we think like there's these big decisions that we're going to have in our life that are going to be life-changing. And she said that the important changes are the little ones. So, and they happen at 5-second increments. So we're going to talk about that 5-second rule. And then she asked the question, if you were limitless, which is what the theme of GTC was, what would you change? So I kind of broke down change into the letters and thought what that meant to me and what I needed, and some of the some of the things that I would need in order to change. And the first one for C was courage. So she talked about courage, And she defined that as the ability to do something that is difficult or scary. And pretty much everything that we do in this business requires courage because it's different. It's not what normally people are doing on a daily basis. A lot of times you're not picking up the phone and calling unless you're in a sales job. But the rest of us, a lot of us like teachers and stay-at-home moms, we're not in sales, and it's hard for us to call up and ask people to share the products or to share the business. And like Danielle says, that sales word is a scary word. We share information is what we're doing. But it is scary. And it's the ability to do that is what's giving us the courage. And they always say, change happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. So how many of you have been outside of your comfort zone lately? I know I haven't, and that's what I need to do. So I'm starting that, and it all happens with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So whether it's sharing your ideas, standing a belief on something that might not be common or not what most people believe in society, those are all, that's all courage to be able to stand up and defend those things. And she said, courage is the little stuff. It's the tiny decisions that we are making every single day that are going to make the difference, not only in our businesses, but just life in general for us and our families. And there's always going to be the excuse not to do it. We're always going to have an excuse, whether we don't have enough time or we have too much on our plate right now. But she said that you can change that with that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 0. So she said, spending 30 minutes on your day or 30 minutes of your day on your business, it will explode. So whether that's making a list of 3 asks a day, 30 minutes, even 15 minutes, some people can do and explode their business. So it doesn't have to take up a lot of our time. And we can't use time as an excuse because this is designed to do part-time along with our normal full-time jobs or our full-time mommy jobs that we all have, a lot of us have. So she also talked about confidence was my other C, and she defined that as the willingness to try. So she had, I don't know if people remember, it was an arrow with try, and then the other arrow to close that arrow was either when you try something, you're going to survive or you're going to succeed. And then you're going to try again. And eventually you're going to learn when you keep trying, and you're going to build a skill from that. And then when you keep doing that, competency comes into play, and then you keep building new skills. So I kind of thought of the analogy of the first time you went out and did a presentation. If you think about that, you tried to do a presentation. Some of us maybe succeeded, and some of us survived it. And then we just kept doing them and learning and practicing and learning those cards that, they've been so gracious, our leaders have given us to use. And it becomes a skill, and then you become competent in it, and you don't even think about it anymore. It becomes less scary, and it doesn't even become an issue, and there's no worry behind it. So we just have to do that and think about that with all of the stuff that we do throughout our day, whether it's our regular JOBs, with our Arbonne business, with relationships. It's always going to be a circle of trying, learning, and succeeding and building that competency. And she said the best way to push yourself is to just keep trying. So she said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is that tool that's going to build the skill of confidence. And you can use it to deal with procrastination. So I was saying to Danielle and Carlita last week, I was like, I'm procrastinating. I've never been a procrastinator my whole life. I don't understand why I'm doing that. And she actually said in her training, procrastination has nothing to do with work, or it has nothing to do with your business. It actually has to do with when you're stressed, which I totally believe, because we all, have stressors going on in our life day in and day out. And that's when that 5-second rule is going to come into play. So she said, you acknowledge that stress, whatever it may be, whether it may be, health of something, your kids, something going on with them, school, whatever. When you acknowledge it, it's going to disappear. Then you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then start a new habit. And she said, you just have to do one thing at a time. You don't have to do this with every step of your day and be the Energizer Bunny. Start with one thing, and you're going to keep building on that. So when you get stressed, you get triggered not to do things. And I found that so true over the last few months for me. So I just am starting to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in my head and taking the step and doing it. Just like, I was thinking today, like, I hate giving out handouts in my office because I feel like, gosh, I'm bothering people talking more about chiropractic or something that they don't want to hear. And of course, it's me in my head saying that when probably not one patient is thinking that. So today I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm just going to give it out. And I just gave it out to everyone. Here's a new handout of the week. It's on headaches. Read it while you're in traction. And it works. So it's a simple tool, and we all just need to start implementing it more throughout our day. And there is that voice, she said, in all of us to do this and to have that courage. We just need to use it. So then I did H. So for change, the H is hard work. So nothing that is ever good is easy. And I remember Carlita saying that to me a long time ago, and that stuck in my head. I mean, anything, if you think about that you've had great happen to you in your life, most of the time you've had to work for it. So it is going to be hard work, and that's what it takes to have change. And we have to get out of our comfort zone. So I challenge people to either commit to doing 3 asks a day or spending 30 minutes on your business. Just pick something that's doable for you and achievable, and just get going and start working harder. And the nice thing is about this business is it is part-time. We don't have to work 40 hours a week to be successful in this. It is a brilliant business, and it's a brilliant business plan. We just need to work it. So the thing that she said that I thought was pretty cool was she said, when you're pointing a finger at someone else, so, oh, the reason I'm not, at MVP right now is because no one in my business is doing their business or working their business. She said, there's always 3 fingers pointing back at you, which I thought was pretty, and I had to think about that for a minute. I'm like, what does that mean? So when you want to point it at someone else and blame someone else, you're the one that has to take that responsibility. So are you doing the do and leading your team? And I know I wasn't, and I'm sure a lot of us can admit to it at times that we slack, and it's okay, and give yourself grace and just get back on track. But always remember, the power and the responsibility starts with us. And that's how our team is gonna learn from what we do. So it doesn't matter what we're facing, we have the power inside to push through it. And that's what you just have to tell yourself every day, especially during those hard times. So just beat the self-doubt down. But it's not easy, but we can all do it. And then Kim Mason posted a little short training yesterday, so I kind of threw this in here. This kind of goes along with like not having that victim mentality. And he said, instead of saying, why me, instead say, try me, test me today, and let me show you how I'm going to overcome these obstacles. So instead of playing the poor me card, stand up and rise above it and take action. He also said, be better, not bitter. I like that. His last name was Brown. I forgot his first name. So I threw those in there because I thought it went along with this hard work and taking responsibility for yourself. So Mel Robbins says, when you're in these tough situations and this hard work, stop, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go before your brain stops you, because that's what's going to happen. Your brain's going to kick in that self-doubt and what if they do this, or what if they say that, or that fear, or, preventing you from taking that action. So use the tools to beat those excuses. And it's never easy to live out your dreams. We've all heard that. So just keep pushing through and be limitless. So I thought her speech went right along with the theme of GTC, which was great. So then A. So A is anchor thought. So she had a part of her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is dropping in an anchor thought. So she used the example. So I thought this was a great example because we all feel this in our business, where we're chronically worrying about sharing the business or talking about the business or sharing the products with someone else. So she said, have that anchor thought in your head, and that's going to be the impact. And it's whether you received an email from a client saying they love the product, or the 30 days that you recommended for them has literally changed their life and their blood work has gone down and they're no longer on certain medications. Like, anchor that thought into your brain. She said, even remember what you're wearing that day. Remember what you were doing, where you were sitting, and remember that. So when that time does get that self-doubt or fear, you put that anchor thought in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then say, I'm so excited to help someone else change their life again and change, have an impact on someone again. So I thought that was really cool. And that's going to take some practice, but I'm just going back to think of, there's been so many times all of us have had in our business, just sharing the products, because these products are so amazing that you've changed people's life with just the products. It doesn't even have to be with the business. So, I mean, I'm thinking of Shayna Stewart, Danielle has to feel amazing for sharing that 30 days with her. Cause look at how it's changed her life. So, just think about that. That's your anchor thought. And you can manipulate and control the state of the body so that we can be limitless. So don't worry because it doesn't serve you, and don't beat yourself up because that doesn't serve you either. We've learned patterns that deceive us, and we need to break those patterns, and we need them to end. The anchor thought works, and it's going to keep us centered and get excited to turn off that cortisol in our brain, and that we don't need to worry anymore. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. And then N is going to be for nerves. So she said, change is going to make you nervous. It's normal to feel nervous, but you don't have to let it stop you. So she said, you actually want to be nervous because that means you're trying new things. And that's where you're being courageous. Nervous and excited. She used the analogy with what happens to the body when you're nervous and what happens when you're excited. And actually the physiology of the body, the same exact thing is happening in both situations. So when you're nervous or excited, either situation, your heart's going to race. Your stomach might tighten up. Your hands might get cold or clammy. So that's no different with either situation. The only difference is what your brain is actually saying. And that's where you can 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and change what your brain is going to say. So that was pretty cool that actually what the body is doing during time of nervousness or excitement is the same. It's just what the body is telling us, or what the brain is telling us, is different. So she said, next time you're nervous, notice it, acknowledge it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then say, I'm so excited to whatever it is that you were about to do, or what you were afraid to do, or what you were not about to do, or you thought about doing and held back. She said, use this tool to deal with worry and anxiety. She says, teach it to your kids. I think this day and age, with all the anxiety that we have and worry going on, especially with our children today, I think this is an awesome tool, and it's simple, it's easy. And I think it could change people's lives. And she was saying how 42 people, I think it was, have not committed suicide because of this tool, which I think is amazing. So it's just a matter of changing how we think. And I think we all know this business, the hardest part of this business is all in our heads, what's in between our 2 ears, and what we tell ourselves, or what we think about ourselves, or about what other people are saying about us day in and day out. And we have to shut that off. And that's when she gets down on the floor and she's like, stop listening to it. Danielle was intimidating her when she was telling me about it at the office. But she said, stop listening to the garbage and tell yourself to stop listening to it. And we need to tell ourselves every day to not listen to the junk that's going on between our heads. Stop worrying, because it doesn't help you find the courage. It doesn't help you love deeper. And it's certainly not going to help you build your business. Danielle, stop listening to it. Thank you, Danielle. So G, I said, is for gratitude. And no matter where you are in your business right now, be grateful for what you have, whether you're just starting out or whether you're area manager, RVP, working towards MVP, just be grateful. If you have that attitude full of gratitude, you're always going to win. And I remember Danielle saying, I did a post on Facebook, and you know what? If someone says something to me, I know I'm coming from a place of love. So it's on that person. It's not on me. And you're coming from a place of gratitude when you share the business and when you share these products, and you're just giving information. And if someone has an issue with it, that's on them. That's something that's going on with them. And the best you can do is help them through that. But having a gratitude journal, I know a lot of people are doing that, and they do that daily with their daily habits. Remember, we are not able to control what is happening, but we can always choose what to do next. So just like, someone says, Danielle says, if someone says something about the post that I just made, I don't have control of what someone says about that. I just have control of what actions I'm going to take following that. Okay. And that's what's true with every single thing in our life. So be fearless, be grateful, and make the most of your time. The power is in us. We know what we need to do. We just need to get out of our own heads and do it. And the last one for E, I said, is excitement. So I said, get excited about your business and get excited about these products. I mean, we have a product line of over 2,000 ingredients that aren't allowed in our products, which I think is so super exciting. And I just watched a little feed on my Facebook this morning from The Truth About Cancer about why we need to detox our body. And the woman on there talked about, I want to say over 78 billion toxins are being produced and distributed in our environment in the US every single day. Whether it's in the food, whether it's in our skincare, the air we're breathing, which we can't control, but we can control the food and the products with the Arbonne business. Yes, we love Truth About Cancer too. Yay. It's a great documentary. But she just posted it on there today, and it was disgusting about the toxins in there. So we need to be excited that we have these products in this ingredient policy. And so many people need to know about it, and not enough people do. So share the products, and most importantly, share the business, because people need that more than they need the products a lot of times. So that she just said also, believe that you're one person away from sharing the business with someone that's going to change the trajectory of your business. So believe that. Like, someone that you share the business with tomorrow could be your next RVP or your next area manager. And if you believe that that's going to happen, it's going to happen. We just have to have that excitement, and excitement is contagious. So when you're excited about the business and you're excited about the products, people are going to want to do what you're doing and want to follow and see what you're doing. So stay excited, even during the rough times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it, and move on. So stop thinking and keep moving. So use the 5-second rule to get out of your head, or get out of our own heads. Then she said, so I'll end it with that you're never too tired. You're never not good enough to discover the magic and joy that life has to offer. So I encourage all of you to use this rule. I'm going to finish reading the book because I've started it, but I haven't finished it. And just her training was amazing from GTC. Just that simple little thing can be a game changer for so many people with so many aspects of their life and their health. So I just thought it was a great training. So that's what I took away from it.
Sarah, that was amazing. I have to tell you, I was at GTC and I was sitting in that arena, but for some reason I felt like I was hearing some of these things for the very first time. So I'm so glad you did this. We do have a couple minutes. I'm sure people are going to put comments right in the chat, but if anyone has anything they want to say, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, well, Sabrina just said, literally just did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and sent a message to someone right now on my chicken list. So that's what she actually challenged everyone to do at GTC. And she said, she said, everyone send a text right now. I'm sitting here at GTC. I'm so excited to share the products with you. I want you here with me next year. Let's chat. And she wanted everyone to send that. So maybe we can make up a little text that we could all send out to one person on our chicken list tonight, kind of saying, oh, we've been using the products from GTC. They're so amazing. I'd love to share them with you. Let's get a time so we can sit down and chat about them and I can share them with you, or something like that. But I think it'd be good to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and everyone send out a text tonight to someone on their chicken list.
Yeah, and we actually have 5 minutes before the Discover Live, and I want you guys to know my amazing sponsor, Jessica Barrios, is going to be doing it tonight. I'm having a little bit of a rough go here, but we have 5 minutes. So why don't we all do it right now? Chicken list, send out. You've probably been working with verbiage this last week, but if you haven't been, I even think just asking for them to just be like, hey, I was thinking about you right now and I wanted to reach out. I'm not sure if you know, I run a successful business with Arbonne. I fell in love with the products and I've started building a business for X, Y, and Z. I thought of you because, if you want to share that part, and then I'm doing right now, would you be willing to listen? Are you open to listening to a video I'll send it over. And then I actually attach the video because I know sometimes someone's going to tell you they're not open, but out of morbid curiosity, they're going to watch it anyway. So that's what I've been doing, but whatever you want to do, let's do it. We got a couple minutes and then see you guys on our Discover Live to hear from Jessica Barrios. Thank you so much, Sarah, and thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Sarah, did you see all the comments yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Bye.